Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. Bring the world from salt and to injustice and hate, and rise of equal rights for all people. Today and every day, we remember his dream and work together to make it a reality.
Dr. King stood for helping others. I stand for helping others when I make drinks, like food and drinks for my neighborhood.
Dr. King stood for justice. I stand for justice when I stand up for others.
Dr. King stood for kindness. I stand for kindness when I am a bucket filler.
Stood for justice. I stand for justice when I stand up for others.
Dr. King stood for kindness. When I stood for kindness, I helped my mom. King stood for equality. I stand for equality when I protest inequality.
Dr. King stood for peace. I stand for peace when I stop two brothers fighting.
Dr. King stood for love. I stand for love when someone is sad. I help them. Climate change is a thing. We have 11 years. It is a big problem.
Dr. King stood for love. I stand for love when I help others.
Dear Dr. King stood for kindness. I stand for kindness when I stand up for others. Dr. King stood for bravery. I helped someone when they were sad.
Dr. King stood for peace. I stand for peace when I stand up for others.
Dr. King stood for peace and kindness. I stand for kindness and peace when I help friends.
Dr. King stood up for justice and kindness. I stand up for justice and kindness when I help people who are sad. Dr. King stood for love. I stand for love when I help people.
King stood for love. When I stand up for others, I stand for love.
Dr. King stood for civil rights. I stand for civil rights when I help my sister when she gets hurt.
Dr. King stood for love. I stand for love when I use empathy.
Dr. King stood for respect. I stand for respect when I follow directions. Dr. King stood for justice. I stand for justice too when I help people.
Dr. King stood for justice. I stand for justice when my friend gets in a fight with my other friend and I have to break it up.
Dr. King stood for justice. I stand for justice when I stand up for others.
Dr. King stood for risk. I stand for risk when I get something.
Dr. King stood for equality. I stand for equality when I help people who need my help.
Dr. King stood for love. I stand for love when I help my family do the right thing.
Dr. King stood for justice. I stand for justice when I stand for others.
Dr. King stood for kindness. I stand for kindness when I help my friends. Dr. King stood for justice. I stand for justice when I stand up.
Dr. King stood for kindness. I stand for kindness when I comfort people.
Dr. King stood for justice.
Justice. I stand for justice when I help.
Dr. King stood for kindness. I stand for everyone.
Dr. King stood for justice. I stand for justice when I stand for others. Dr. King stood for kindness. I stand for kindness when I make people feel happiness and calm. Dr. King stood for kindness. I stand for kindness for others in need.
Dr. King stood for love. I stand for love when I help others.
Dr. King stood for support. I stand for support when I help my mom.
Dr. King stood for love. I stand for justice when people are in
King stood for justice. I stand for justice too when I help people.
Dr. King stood for help. I stand for help when I see others are sad.
King stood for justice. I stand for justice when I march.
Dr. King stood for justice. I stand for justice when I show kindness, love, and care.
Dr. King stood for peace. I stand for peace when I solve problems.
Dr. King stood for love. I stand up for love when I stand up for others.
Dr. King stood for peace. I stand for peace when
I stood for peace. I stand for peace when I stand up for others.
Darkness cannot drive out darkness. Only light